right, hello girls. My video got cut off, and so we are on complex trinomial. This is the last method, and then we have one that's like a mixed method, okay? So we'll do this one as well, but this one is the last basic method, okay, that we have. Complex trinomial. This one has steps, all right?
How many? Oh, 3.
There are a couple steps. These two things, just tell me how I identify it as a complex trinomial, okay? Are you guys watching?
Yeah.
You gotta listen. This one's hard, okay? All right. When you're doing a complex trinomial, the first thing that you need to do, besides identifying as a complex trinomial, is you take 7 times 3. 7 is the A value, 3 is the C value. So if you're looking for steps, step 1. Step 1, A times C. So here we did 7 times 3, which is how much? 21, okay? Now you do kind of the same thing as a simple trinomial. I want to multiply to get this, but add to get this, except I'm not multiplying to get 3, I'm multiplying to get 21, right? Not 3, I'm multiplying to get 21. Okay, so I want numbers that multiply to get 21, but add to get negative 22. Okay?
So what's the
Right?
second step? What's the
So second step is, step 2 is find your factors. Okay, I want to know what multiplies to get 21, but when I add them, give me 22. So 1 and 21 will give me 22, but they both have to be negative. Negative 1, negative 21. Got it? To make negative 22. Okay?
So
Yes, sir.
Just make it like x squared minus 22x plus 21.
No. He'll still stay 7 in the front. Okay? So we found our numbers. Just hold on. We found our numbers, negative 1 and negative 21. Got it? We found our factors. The third step is to write 4 pieces. How many pieces is the first one in? He's a trinomial. He's in 3 pieces, okay? So here's what happens. I'm going to move this away. I'm going to move him down there, and I'm going to erase all my stuff, okay? We said our numbers were negative 1 and negative 21. Here's my 4 pieces. Are you ready? The 7x squared, he just gets rewritten. The 3, he just gets rewritten. But negative 22x, are you watching? He breaks into 2 pieces, and those 2 pieces are minus 1x and minus 21x. Now, if I combine those 2 together, do I get 22x, negative 22x?
No.
If I would combine like terms, right?
The square.
If I would combine them together, I would get negative 22x. No, I'm adding. I'm not multiplying, right? So there is that, right? And then I have plus 3.
Right.
So my negative 22x becomes these 2 pieces, because that's what I've determined, right? All right? Now we do what's called our fourth step, is factor by grouping. Factor by grouping. Okay? We group the first 2 chunks, and we group the second 2 chunks. This is the last step, factor by grouping. This is the last of the 4 steps, factor by grouping. Got it? I'll stay there for a second. Factor by grouping. Okay. Do you see how we got the 4 steps? Anybody confused on the 4 steps? Or the four pieces, I mean. 4 pieces. Okay, we're going to group these 2, and we're going to group these 2. And now we kind of do the GCF method. Okay? So out of these first 2 pieces, what can you take out? What do they both have in common? 7 and 1 have nothing, but what else? You can take something else.
X.
You can take an X out, right? They each have an X, just in those first 2 chunks, right? These first, like this little bit right here, I can take an X out. If I take X out of 7x squared, he is?
X.
7x. What happens if I take X out of negative 1? X.
Negative 1.
Negative 1, right? If I pull the X out front, okay? We're so close to the end. Out of this next chunk, what can you take out? 3. Now here's the deal. Everybody watch. Don't do anything. Everybody watch. If I take 3 out, negative 21 divided by 3, this would be negative 7x plus, what's 3 divided by 3?
0.
1. Okay, now here's the problem with taking out 3. I want this bubble to match this bubble. But do they match right now?
No.
No.
You have to divide by negative 1.
So can I take out a negative 3 instead?
Yes.
Yes. So if I take out negative 3, this becomes positive 7x minus 1. Now do these 2 bubbles match? Yeah. Yes, now they do, okay? All right, here's the last thing. The two bubbles were 7x minus 1, right?
Yeah.
If I yank 7x minus 1, what's left over?
7x minus 1 squared.
Nope,
X
nope.
and -3.
X minus 3 is left over.
Oh my gosh.
Those are my two bubbles.
No way.
You see that? 7x plus 1 or minus 1, 7x minus 1. If I yank those out, whoop, x minus 3 is left over, right? Those are my two bubbles.
So how do you still have a 7x minus 1?
What? Because I yanked them out front. It was like I pulled them out front. I pulled the 7x minus 1s out front, and what's left over, like the greatest common factor thing again,
Is that your answer?
that is my answer until I set it equal to 0. That's my answer until I set it equal to 0.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Just wait. We're almost done with this one.
So 7x
Okay.
minus 1.
So,
7x
7x minus 1 equals 0. Okay?
7x equals 1.
Let's add the 1 over. So 7x equals 1, and then divide by 7. So x is 1/7. X is 1 over 7. Okay? Now, if I set x minus 3 equal to 0, what do you get?
X equals 3.
X equals 3. That one you can do in your head because you add the 3 over, right?
Oh, come on.
All right, so the places where he's going to touch is at 1/7. If here's 1, 1/7 will be like right there. And at 3, 1, 2, 3. He's going to touch there and he's going to touch there. What's his y-intercept at?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3 on the y-axis, so he does one of these. Whoop. And I have no idea how far down he goes, but there he is. Right? 1/7 and positive 3. That's what he looks like. Okay?
Did you find the vertex?
You could find the vertex. Yes, exactly. Yes, you could. Yeah. He's going to be a really ugly number. Like negative b over 2a would be like 22 over 14. Yuck. Gross. But yes, you can. Right? I'm not going to make you do that. It's disgusting. Okay? All right. So complex trinomial. Let's do another one of those. That seemed like a really long process. But once you do it really fast, it actually flows pretty easy. Okay? All right. Complex trinomial. Let's do some of those. Let's go to this backside. Which one?
None of them.
Which one would you like to do together?
22.
22? Sure, let's do it. 22. Okay? All right, you can go to the bathroom if you want to.
Thank you.
Okay, but you're going to miss a homework problem.
It's fine.
Okay.
Get it from Kelly.
22. Step number 1, you help me through these steps. Step number 1, what do we do first?
A times C.
A times C.
2x plus 7.
2 times 21.
42.
42. Okay, I want to. Are you watching these steps? We're going to go through it kind of fast so you can see it all in fast motion. Okay? 42. We got 2 times 21 is 42. I want to multiply to get 42, but when I add them, give me 13. What numbers multiply to get 42, but when you add them, give you 13? 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and 14, 4 doesn't go in there, 5 doesn't go in there, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. All right, 6 and 7. Yep, 6 and 7. So now I write my 4 pieces. 2x squared and 21. Those guys stay, but the 13 splits into 2 pieces, and they are plus 6x plus 7x. Don't forget your 6 or your x and your x, right? Now I have 4 pieces. Now I group and group. All right, out of 2x squared plus 6x, what can you pull out?
An x.
And
2.
a 2, 2x. Okay, if I take 2x out of 2x squared, x plus 3. Okay, plus, what are you taking out of the next one? 7. And left with is x plus 3. How do I know I did it right?
You're matching.
You're matching. X plus 3 and x plus 3, they match. Let's pull them out. X plus 3 gets yanked out front. What's left over?
2x plus 7.
2x plus 7. Awesome. Okay, now what?
Find your zeros.
Now you set them equal to 0, right? If I set x plus 3 equal to 0, x equals negative 3. The 7, we pulled the 7 out.
Oh.
Okay? If I set 2x plus 7 equal to 0, I subtract the 7. 2x equals negative 7. And then what?
Negative 7 over 2.
Negative 7 over 2, which is negative 3.5, if you want to do that. So negative 3 and negative 3.5. Oh, man. You know what that looks like? Think about what that looks like. If you have a 0 at negative 3 and another 0 at negative 3.5.
Ooh, it's very narrow.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like right here and right here.
Yeah, that's a very small.
Yeah. Now you don't have to graph it. What?
Not
Vertex could be
necessarily.
right next to it.
Yeah, the vertex probably is like right here. So he could be really wide, but then just be like really short, right?
Can we just do all
So-
the even since this is really tricky if we don't have much time?
We should have done spaced
Whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa.
It's homework, that's why.
Simple trinomials are really easy.
How about you can do the evens from 20 to 30.
What, been through this, so it's
20 to
hard
30.
do.
So you have to do 20, 24, 26, 28, 30. The rest of them do all of them.
Alright, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, do you want to do the mixed one?
What
No.
what are we doing?
Example 5.
Wait, what are we doing?
Last one.
Guess you missed it, guys.
Do all of them? Okay. Do all of them 1 through 18. And then just evens from there down. 1 through 18 all, and then evens 20 through 30.
I just made that.
1 through 18 all. Yeah, some of them are fast.
Some of them.
20 through 30 evens.
I forgot what.
Okay? 1 through 18 all, 20 through 30 evens. Let's do example 5 real quick,
Take a seat.
and then we'll be done.
Can we do example?
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Okay, just for example, number 1, is that 6? And then in parentheses, x minus 3?
You betcha. See, look at that. You're already done. Okay, let's do example 5. Example 5. This is a mix of a couple of them. First and foremost, is there a GCF?
Yeah.
Let's pull it out. What do you got?
Well, 2.
2. If you take a 2 out, what's left over?
Oh, shoot.
X
Well, you
squared.
can do
X
2
squared.
X. 24.
No, you can't take an X because this one doesn't have an X.
Oh.
Okay, X squared minus
Yeah, 8.
8X plus 32 divided by 2.
16.
16. Okay? All right, now that we've taken the 2 out, we're just going to leave him there. But we're going to divide, or we're going to look at this inside piece. What is this thing?
The trinomial.
What kind?
A simple
Comment.
A
trinomial.
simple trinomial. A simple because it's just x squared. All right, so I want to multiply 2 numbers together to give me 16, but when I add them, give me negative 8. Got any ideas?
4 and negative 4.
Yeah, 16 is 1 and 16, or 2 and 8, or 4 and 4.
Negative 4. Negative 4.
I want x minus 4 and x minus 4. Do you see how that works?
X equals 4 and X equals 4.
X equals 4 and x equals 4. Okay, I'm going to set them equal to 0.
Like x minus 4 squared.
Yeah, you could write that as x minus 4 squared if you want, right? Okay, if I set this guy equal to 0, that's x equals 4. If I set this guy equal to 0, x equals 4. Wait a second.
It's a
Wait a second. No, it's not a line. It's still a parabola. He's touching 1, 2, 3, 4, but how does he only touch at one place? That's because that's his vertex. Exactly. He looks like this.
Well, it could do.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Okay.
Okay, that's him. So we took the 2 out. We did the GCF thing, and then we factored him. Okay? All right. That's a lot. This is a lot. I understand that. I understand that this is a lot.
Very
Okay.
a lot.
Okay? But the sooner you learn how to do this, the easier it will be for you. Right,
Can we
Jalen?
just do odds on
You
the top?
factor a ton, don't you? Haley, you factor a ton, don't you? You like? Yeah. Haley loves those. Yeah. No, that's incorrect. But she likes them. So anyway,
Kyle.
Kyle, do you factor a lot? Do you factor a lot?
Oh, yeah, I hate this.
Complex trinomials, simple
Hey,
trinomials,
hey,
different
hey.
squares. What?
Oh, I saw.
All right, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. Goodbye, people.